He was diligent in his efforts to bring the original sense of excitement of Rust's gameplay to Rust Mobile. The only goal in Rust is to survive. Everything wants you dead: the island's wildlife, the other inhabitants, the environment, and the other survivors. Do whatever it takes to last one more night. Rust Mobile will be available on both Android and iOS devices. Alliances or conflicts, you decide. An extraordinary struggle for survival in an unforgiving world. Rust throws you into an open world of survival. To do this, you must collect resources, build shelters, and ally with or confront other players. With a survival-based gameplay mechanic, the player faces challenges such as weather, hunger, and thirst, as well as the constant threat of other players and wild animals. Each game becomes a unique experience where every decision can be the difference between life and death. The game stands out with its visual realism. With detailed landscapes from dense forests to arid deserts, Rust offers an immersive graphical presentation. Building designs are customizable and allow players to unleash their creativity when building their shelters. Rust is a gem for survival game lovers. Its realistic approach, combined with an open and dynamic world, guarantees hours of exciting and challenging gaming experience. Although it can be a steep learning curve and brutal at times, the feeling of achieving and surviving another day is unmatched. With its solid graphics and sound, Rust presents itself as an immersive and highly recommended experience. The exact specifications of the devices will be announced closer to the game's release. Minimum specifications: processor, Snapdragon 8th generation. Storage, 4 GB available. Memory, 6 GB your RAM. Ace Force 2 is the sequel to Ace Force. Just like in the first part, you will participate in exciting 5 versus 5 battles against players from all over the world. With the help of the UE4 graphics engine, you can enjoy crazy battles that will not take your eyes off the screen even for a second. Take advantage of each character's skills and plan the best tactics to reach checkpoints and trigger the explosion of advanced technological devices. A crazy tactical shooter. In the Ace Force 2 app, you will find different characters in each game that you can choose to use skills that best suit your playstyle. Teamed up with 4 other players, you'll attempt to win 9 rounds to claim victory before your enemies do the same. Specifically, in this tactical shooter, you will need to plant an explosive at the enemy checkpoint so that the explosion eliminates all opponents. You will also need to protect your control point from enemies in each battle to prevent your team from getting blown up. Requires Android 5.0 or above. Valorant Mobile is the Android version of Riot Games' popular multiplayer FPS game. This mobile adaptation offers almost the same experience as the Windows version. This means you can take part in exciting 5 versus 5 rounds where you have to complete different objectives. League of Legends. Wild Rift is a super fun hero shooter powered by other Android hits like Teamfight Tactics and Legends of Runeterra. The aim of the game is to help your team be the first to win 13 rounds. In each round, you will be part of a team of either attackers or defenders. The attacker's goal is to plant and detonate the spike, a type of bomb, while defenders must try to defuse the bomb before it explodes. If the attackers have not placed the spike, the round ends when one of the teams has no players left or time runs out, in which case the defenders win. Essentially, this game mode is very similar to the bomb disposal mode in Counter-Strike. The main difference between Counter-Strike and Valorant is that here you can play a unique hero with his own special abilities. Each of the agents in the game has 4 powers. The difference between victory and defeat may depend on how well you use them. These skills can be acquired at purchase along with different weapons in the first few seconds of each round. Ideally, at this stage you and your teammates should come to an agreement together. Valorant Mobile is an amazing tactical shooter that manages to bring all the excitement and madness of the original Windows game directly to mobile devices. It is an FPS with incredible technical values that can compete with the best Android FPS games, and it does all this at the level of quality we've come to expect from Riot Games. Features of Valorant Mobile will bring many features found in the PC version to mobile platforms. Here are some notable features of this new mobile game. Comprehensive controls. Controls optimized for mobile devices will allow players to react precisely and quickly. Graphics. Quality. A superior visual experience will be provided by taking into account the graphic capacities of mobile devices. Competitive gameplay. Players will be able to increase their rankings by participating in competitive matches on mobile. In addition to these features, players can further enhance their gaming experience with VIPEL to BOOST services. They can either increase their degrees quickly with boosting services or improve their skills by getting coaching support. The Division Resurgence is a free-to-play third-person shooter role-playing game set in a shared MMO open world. In the play, which takes place in New York, society surrendered to chaos as a result of the spread of a virus, and the American government was overthrown. With PvP and PvE modes, you can play on your own or enjoy the game with your team. Explore New York to your heart's content thanks to the open world of the new shooter role-playing game, The Division Resurgence. Choose your own play style and take advantage of all the opportunities you have to save New York from the hands of evil. Read on to find out what awaits you in the brand new shooter RPG. Top-notch graphics and a vast open world. Enjoy the big city feel of New York thanks to eye-catching graphics. Complete the story mode in solo or co-op, experience world activities, and discover new PvE missions as you explore the open world. Collect and upgrade countless equipment. Loot, craft, modify, and upgrade. Strengthen your equipment and strike fear into your enemies. Customize your own character by taking advantage of the ammunition arsenal at your fingertips. In this respect, the Division Resurgence offers a real RPG experience. Crime City is a game that puts you right in the middle of the criminal world. Welcome to Gangster Crime Simulator 3D, the ultimate crime game where courage, strength, and smart planning are the keys to success. Step into a chaotic 3D city where tough gangs and police fight for control. This isn't just a game. Your journey to become the most feared mafia boss in the city. In Gangster Crime Simulator 3D, you play as a notorious gangster who leads your team through dangerous streets and shadowy alleys. Your purpose? Not only to survive, but also to grow your criminal empire and become the best boss of the city. The underworld is harsh and unforgiving. To come to power, you must defeat your opponents and the police in fierce battles. Your strategy, quick thinking, and quick reactions are very important. Win more battles to move up the ranks and build a powerful gangster team. Gangster Crime Simulator 3D is much more than a game. It is an exciting 3D experience that puts you right in the middle of the criminal world. Every decision you make could be the difference between ruling the city or losing everything. Arm yourself, take control, and lead your mafia on unstoppable missions for power, money, and respect. Are you ready to become the most powerful gangster of the 3D underworld?